Hello makers, welcome to another video. My name is Caio, and today I'm gonna talk about a new tool that I think is amazing. And this new tool is those types of tools called AI coding tools or vibe coding tools. And I think this is amazing. This is an awesome tool, a new tool on the block, just released a couple days ago, and I wanted to create a video for you guys to show this tool because it is really game changing. I'm talking about Zite. Zite is a vibe coding AI coding tool, also a no-code tool with visual development features, and I think you're gonna like it a lot because it's very different from other tools we are seeing on the market like Lovable, Bolt, Cursor, Windsurf, Replit, V0, and so on, because Zite has a few things that these other tools do not offer at the moment, which is really amazing. Things like built-in workflows, the ability to connect to different data sources, and many other features, and also little options for you to customize your design in a visual way. So this is really cool, guys, and I want to show everything about Zite in this video. So let's jump straight into the tool, and I'm going to show you the website and everything else so you can get familiar with this tool as well. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also leave the thumbs up, and feel free to send your comment as well. Okay, let's go to my computer screen right now, and I'm going to show you what is Zite. So right now, at this moment when I'm recording this video, the tool is still in closed beta. So if you go to their website, which is zite.com, you'll be able to watch this video by Dominic, the CEO of Zite, which is also the CEO of Fillout, which is super cool. So if you don't know, Zite is being built by the same team that has built Fillout, and Fillout is an amazing tool. So Zite is also going to be, and it's already a very awesome tool. Thanks for that, guys. I think you're on a great path and building something amazing again, because Fillout is also amazing. So here on the website, Dominic is presenting the tool for us, and it's really nice. I'm not going to show the entire video because, well, of course, we are going to see it as we go through this video. But if you want to check it, just come to zite.com and watch the video. If you don't have access yet, of course, here on this video, I'm also gonna show you the details. And as we can see here, see how cool is that? We have a visual editor that allows us to click on specific places and change specific stuff without actually writing prompts, which is really nice. We also have other features like the built-in workflows that I've mentioned about, and so this is an awesome tool. Let's take a look inside. If you want to subscribe, if you want to sign up, join the waitlist, just click on this button, and they will be releasing access to people as they decide to do it, because it's been a huge success so far. So I'm guessing they are testing with a few beta users and allowing more people to actually access the tool in batches, right? So that's all about the website. Let's now jump inside the tool, because I do have early access, and the goal of this video is to actually show you guys inside it and how it works. So once we log in, as we can see, it's very similar to other tools like we've been using, the vibe coding tools that we see on the market, right? So you can start with a prompt here, and then you can type in the information about what you want to build. And one thing that we can see that is different from other tools like Lovable, Bolt, is that we can also select a few database sources. And we can already see we can use Google Sheets as our database or Airtable, but we will have other options in the future, and not only database sources or tools to store our data, but also other types of tools like access to the OpenAI API. We can also connect it with Slack, Notion. We can collect payment through Stripe. We can even, we'll be able to connect it to Fillout, Gmail, Twilio, Salesforce, Dropbox, and even Google Drive, which is really awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, if you already have a Google Sheets spreadsheet, or if you have an Airtable database and you want to use this as your data source while creating this app, you can also do that. And Zite will kind of understand what information, what data you have inside these database sources, and it will help you create your application based on the data and the structure you have on your specific service, which is really cool and very different from what I've seen so far. Hopefully they will also add some other database sources like Supabase and others, but this is a really great start and it's very different from what I've seen so far. And that is not all. We will see more as we go through this video. So basically here you can select a data source and it will ask you to connect to your existing account, which is super easy. You just have to click next, select your database, and it will be connected. Another thing you can do is, of course, attach files or images, which is gonna help the AI understand what you wanna build. You can also pick field themes, which is very similar to the way Fillout works. You can select any of these options and the AI will use these as a reference. So it kind of helps you to give the AI an idea of what color palette and what style you prefer. If you want a rounded corner type of application, like an application with a rounded corner design, if you want it more clean or minimalistic, or if you want some colors popping and you want to have, or even if you want to have a dark mode, that could also be an option, which is, I think, very interesting. And I haven't seen that on any other tools around there. And also, we also have some buttons here we can use if we don't know exactly what we want to build. You can simply click here and it will give you some ideas of applications you could build. Let's say we want to build a simple website. We can click here and it will add the prompt for us. And as we can see, the prompt here is very simple. Create a professional business website that showcases services, client testimonials, and company information. The site should have a hero banner, services overview, about section, and client reviews, along with a contact form. So as a reference, you could change and tweak this prompt if you want, or you can just, for testing purposes, click here and submit it. Let's create one so you can see what happens after you submit your prompt. So once you click here, it will go to an internal page, and inside this area here, we have something very similar to what we have seen in other AI coding or vibe coding tools. On the side here, we have the AI conversation. So the AI is talking about what it's doing. Here we can tweak the project. We can send new prompts. We can even attach images for the new prompts we are going to add. We can connect to data sources, and we can also change the theme like we've seen before. So we have the same features also available here. And we can also make it bigger or smaller here. Here we are going to have the preview of our application. So it's ready. It took us just a few seconds to see the results. And we have here the result for this website we asked for. So as we can see, the design is really nice. They created kind of a logo, a hero section, a menu navigation here, services, a section with a couple animations. So it's really amazing. We even have some working components here, like this slider with testimonials. We have a contact us section with a form as well, and a footer, which is really, really great. How cool is that? How long did it take to create this website? Well, we are on the preview mode, and the cool thing about Zite is that we can customize anything here, right? So if we say, oh, I don't really like this hero section, I can come in and say, hey, please give me a new hero section idea. Let's actually do this. please give me a new hero section idea and layout. Let's see what will happen. Of course, we can also make this website dynamic or add extra pages and connect it to a database. And another thing that is very nice is that we have here up top two tabs. We have the app tab, which is showing this preview, and we also have workflows. That part's really amazing, and it will only work after we connect our application to a specific data source or a specific tool that will allow us to use workflows. That's really amazing and very different from anything I've seen so far in this vibe code AI coding space. So as we can see here, we have some popular apps like Google Sheets, Airtable, Slack, and OpenAI. Notion is coming soon, and we also have some widgets. We have Stripe, Fillout, Google Forms, Typeform, and Calendly. That means we'll be able to create applications leveraging those existing services, which is really amazing. I cannot wait to see when Stripe is available, Calendly, and even Fillout, which is really great. We also can use some existing services and tools for notifications. So we can use Gmail, Twilio, Microsoft Teams, Intercom, and Discord as well. I think this will unlock a lot of great possibilities. We can also, of course, integrate our application with CRM services like Monday, Salesforce, ClickUp, HubSpot, Adio, Pipedrive, and Smart Suite. That's going to be amazing. Imagine all the possibilities. That's huge. And we also will have some other services like Dropbox, Google Drive, Excel, MailChimp, Facebook Pixel, Google Tag Manager, Google Calendar, and Amazon S3. That means also we will have analytics for our application built in, which is amazing. Well, they're doing a great job. Of course, also not all of these services are available at this moment, but we can see that when it happens, it will be amazing. And once we connect our application to our database, let's say we select Airtable. I have one existing connection. Let's see how it will perform. Okay, I'm going to be able to select a base. Let's select this existing one, and then I'm going to click Done. Once I do that, it will show me that I have Airtable connected. And now I can ask the AI to create a connection with my database. So let's just try something simple. Let's see how it will work. Create a connection to my database. And then we are going to go back to the app to see the new footer, or actually the new header, the new hero section. So as we can see, we have a totally new hero section, even with a couple animations here on the side, which is really great. And another nice thing we have here is the ability to edit anything we want in a visual way. So Zite is not only giving us AI capabilities, but also allowing us to visually change things, which is kind of the no-code way, right? Which is something that I love. So that's really amazing and exciting as well. We cannot use the edit button while it's generating something. So we have to wait for the AI to complete its task. And then once it's completed, we'll be able to actually change things here. So while it's trying to create this workflow for us that we've asked for, we can take a look at some other features here. One very nice thing about Zite is that it will allow us to start creating our application. We can change the design, add functionality, add workflows. And once we are happy with the result, it's going to simplify the deployment for us, because yes, you'll be able to deploy your application from Zite. because you have here access to the code as well. We are going to see it in a moment because it's locked right now. And we can also visualize our application using the responsive mode or full screen mode. But here with this share button here, we can click it and it will automatically create a subdomain for us. This subdomain is free, but if we want to connect it to our custom domain, we can pick a plan, which is really nice. So I'm going to access Zite.com again so we can take a look at the pricing plans, the pricing options. So if you click here under your account and click on the upgrade button, you're going to see a couple plans available. So the free plan will allow you to create unlimited apps and have unlimited users and also use the integrations. But you will have a certain limit of prompts you can do every day. So at some point while you're building your application, if you ask too many changes, it will ask you to upgrade at some time at a specific point. If you choose the starter plan, you have 2x the limits, which I don't know exactly what the limits are because it's not completely clear. Let's see if we have some information here. Okay, so here at the bottom, I have some information. So I've sent 2 messages today and I have 13 remaining. Okay, so let's say I have 15 messages per day on the free plan. If I go and sign up to the starter plan, then I'll be able to send 30 messages per day. I still have unlimited apps, users, integrations, and I also will be able to add a custom domain and remove the Zite branding that will show on my project. So for $19, you can create a website like I did. Not only a simple website, you can connect it to your database, create dynamic applications, remove branding, and add your custom domain and have it hosted for you in a single click. That's amazing. But if you need more, if you want to create more than one application, you may need more prompts. So on the Pro plan, you have 4 times the limit on the free plan. You can create also internal apps. You have everything from the starter plan and of course custom domain. And then if you want to launch several projects, you can sign up for the business plan, which is going to give you unlimited custom domains, which is really affordable and way less expensive than the other tools if we compare it to Bolt or Lovable. So it's a good deal. Let's take a look at our application again and see what it generated. So it says it connected it to Airtable, etc., etc. Now we can see the workflows, and as we can see, now we have a couple workflows created for us by the AI, which is really great. And now if we click here, we can visually see the workflow. So it's gonna call Zite's gonna trigger this from the website we have, and then it's gonna send a record to our table, and then it will do some code transformation. And the cool thing is now that we can click on each step. Some will not be editable, but some will. So on the Airtable one, we can see all the information, which base we are using, the table, and how it's working, the mapping for each field that it's collecting, and we can manually change this, or of course, we can ask the AI to help us make a few changes. But I think this may also evolve in the future and give us more visual capabilities. On the code one, we can see that it's returning a success message. Probably this is going to be handled by our front end, and it's all ready to use, which is really great. So that part is something that I haven't seen on any other vibe coding tool yet, which is really something that I think only Zite has at the moment, and it's a key differentiator. So great job on that, guys. Now, This preview is also really nice because we can click here to see it in different ways. We have the responsive mode, which will allow us to drag our application and see different screen sizes. We also have some presets as well. We can also see it full screen and then see how it looks like, which is really great. And we can also see the code it generated for us. And we can even tweak the code and edit the code here if we want to. If we change something manually, it will ask us if we want to save something. So let's say, for instance, here it's saying trusted by 500 companies. I can save by 10,000 companies. It will ask if I want to save changes. I can click save, and then it will let me go back now to the template, to the actual preview, and then I can see this information is changed now. So that saves me a bunch of credits as well, because I don't have to ask the AI to do it. It will say here that I did a change. It will let me undo this change as well. So you have full control. And now the thing that I wanted to show you guys is this part here that will let you visually edit your application. So if you click here on these under this edit button here, it will say select an element to edit. So let's say I want to change this title. Once I click it, it will show me visual editing tools here. So I can change the font size, for instance, make it bigger, smaller. I can change the text alignment as well, which is really great. And all that without asking the AI to do that for me. So I can make it bold, italic, I can add some other formatting options, I can change the text color, I can add background color, change the spacing, the margin, and padding. I can also choose if it will have a rounded corner, if it has a shadow, and if I need something else that is not available here, I can click here and add it with AI. So I can say, hey, please change something on my project, but only on that specific part. So the AI will not mess with any other part of your application, which is really great. So you can work in a constrained environment. So you select the title and then you say, please come up with a new copy idea, for instance. And then if you click here, it will apply the changes only on that specific element. And of course, you can select just the text, or you can select an entire section. That's up to you. You have a flexibility to select whatever part of your application you want. And it's really great because let's say if you have a form here on your website, let's say this form here, with the edit button, you won't be able to just add new fields for this form, but you can say, hey, on this form, please change the fields. Instead of name, phone, and message, I just want name and email, and I want a drop-down field that will be, will have a few options. It will do it for you. Let's see the changes. Okay, so it changed the copy here with a new one, which is great, so it works. So as we can see, we can select the entire section, and depending on the section you select, it will give you different options. Since I've selected this entire hero section, and let's say I don't want this section, I can even click here to delete this section, and as simple as that, I can change the entire thing. If I click here again, let's click on the form field so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's say here I want to change the fields. I can say, please remove the phone field. And then it, oh, actually I forgot to mention, let's see what it's gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna stop it because I forgot to do one important thing. So once you click on the edit here, you have to click also edit with AI, because otherwise it's not gonna understand I'm selecting the entire container. Now it's gonna work. Please remove the phone field. And I'm not sure, but maybe because it started working with Airtable for some reason, maybe this is the form that it's connected to our database, I'm assuming. So that's an interesting thing. While it's updating this form field, I want to show you a couple projects I've created so far, so you guys can have some other ideas of what you can build with Zite. So as we can see, I have a couple projects I've created. So for instance, this one is very interesting. It's kind of a no-code job board. I just wanted to test it. And once you click here under this share button, it will let you publish your project, right? And it will give you a subdomain. So this project is live and it's public. I can also choose if it's private or not. I can embed this website. I can integrate with a database. I can share a QR code. And it seems it will be able to share this as a template in the future. So if you want to build templates for other people, maybe this will be an option, which is really nice. So if I click here, I will be able to visit my entire application. And as we can see, the UI is really great and it really works, guys. It will let us add jobs here to our platform. It will let us navigate and see more information about each job. And then we have an area here, a section for companies, and we also can see some company information. So it's really great, very simple. That was created just with a couple prompts. As we can see, we have a dark mode design, which is looking great. Let's take a look at some other applications. And by the way, if you click here, you can also visualize all the applications you have, so you don't have to go back to the home page all the time. Let's take a look at some other projects I've created. This one is a simple landing page like we've seen before. This one is kind of it's a task manager. I started with a different prompt, but then it ended up being something else. Here you can create some tasks. Don't know if it's actually working, but one thing that I saw which is really nice, it's working, nice. So here, if you want to publish your project, you can click here, share. It will ask you if you want to make it private or public. Once you click publish, it will be live. That's how simple the deploy is, which is amazing. So now, if I want to share this application with someone, they can access the URL with a subdomain .zite.so, and they will be able to use it. And the cool thing about Zite is also that for now I haven't connected my data source or my database to this application yet, as we can see, or did I? Let's see. Oh, actually I did. So it's connected to Airtable. But what is nice about it is that if you haven't connected your application to Airtable yet, it will somehow store this information, this dynamic information, on your browser. Of course, I think if you send it to someone else, they won't see the same data because it's stored locally on your browser. But it's a really nice thing. It's a temporary alternative they've created for you to be able to actually use and test the application without connecting it to a data source. Once you do connect it to a data source, then I think, I am sure other people will see the same thing as you, and then you will be able to visualize and change things, and they will be working for everyone. The application will be working for everyone. And then you can create, sign up, log in, etc., and connect it to your Airtable database, which is super awesome. Let's take a look here if the update is done. And as we can see, the form is updated. It has the name, email, and message. Now, if I want to share this website, let's click publish, and it will be live. How cool is that? Amazing, guys. I'm impressed. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Now, this website is live. let's take a look at the form and see if this form is actually working. Let's see if it has also validation. It does. Let's change the email to something else. Let's click send message, and it didn't say anything. Let's go to my Airtable and let's see if we have anything inside our database. So I have this, let's search here, Zite client portal base, okay? So as we can see, I have a table, and that application is storing a couple tests. Create my new app with Zite. Okay, so it's sending some data here. And as we can see, I don't remember exactly which application I was using to send data to this database, but as we can see during the tests, I connected this database to various applications, so it's not fully organized. But in the future, I can bring some other videos showing you guys how it works in depth. Let me know if you want to see that. Let's take a look at some other applications I've created. So I have this other, which is called Airtable Client Hub. This one is really nice. I think this one is actually the one that is sending data to my Airtable database. So let's click here and preview it together. Okay, so here I can see new task example created, create my new app with Zite. So as you can see, that's exactly the data we have here. So if I come to this project again, and then if I create a new task, example, it says the task was successfully created. Now if we go back here, it should show on the database. Okay, as we can see here, example task for the video is now added to our Airtable database, which is really, really nice. Okay, so as we can see, we can create a bunch of different projects using Zite. I've created many projects. I've also tested creating some mobile applications. So far, what I've seen is that it will kind of create a mobile type of layout, but it's not going to be an actual native mobile app. Why? Because the idea here is for you to actually publish on the web. It will let you share the application via a subdomain. So the idea is not to create mobile apps with Zite yet. Okay, maybe that's going to be something in the future, or maybe not. We don't know. I've created a couple other projects like this events explorer page. I've also created this no-code toolkit, kind of a no-code hub, which is probably gonna change in the future, but just for testing purposes, I asked it to create this kind of directory where you could add different tools, and then you have some filters, and I'm gonna connect it to a database and also continue working on this project as we go. You can also suggest a tool, and that's really great. That's really awesome. So I'm really happy with how Zite is working so far. I think it has an incredible potential, and I'm super stoked and surprised with how it works. Now we have a very strong competitor in the vibe coding and AI coding space, and I would love to know what you think about Zite. Don't forget to go to their website, zite.com. The link's gonna be on the description section down below. Feel free to send your comment, and also let me know if you want me to bring more videos showing how to use Zite and building projects as well. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching, and I see you on the next one. Bye bye.